Alright, here we go. FSD beta 10.4. Just broke my camera mount, so hopefully we can actually drive and get some screen footage. 10.4 FSD beta. Let's see how it does through my normal area here. We are going to attempt now. I'm going to repeat last week's snafu because he says it will be able to take you from door to door, Elon. He being Elon. So I want to engage right here. And I can't. Auto steer is temporarily unavailable. Alright, so it is cold out. There's a lot of frost on the car. I wonder if I should have cleaned the cameras first. Let's see. Alright, it's picking it up now. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. We are available. Alright, we had to pull out the driveway this time. Let's see how it does. It's been a week. Things have gotten better throughout the week. We've been having good turns and bad turns, but things have gotten a little better. The camera's going to be shaky because of the mount, so bear with me on that. It still stops a little far back here. Checking for visibility. It should see everything, see nothing, and it goes. Alright, that was a little weirder. Let's see what it does with the speed bump. Does it see it? No. Forges ahead like a maniac. Alright. So you saw me there step on the brake. That stops everything. So problem, hit the brake. Alright, next turn. It was diving to the left on this turn for last week, but later in the week it started sticking to the right here. It still seems to go to the left. It takes up the center of the lane, which is not good if other people are coming. A little slow on its turns. Let's see what we say. What do we got here? So I'm on average. Some people say assertive is a little better on. It takes a little less of sticking her around there. She didn't even want to move over. Some people say put it on assertive, and it's a little better. I find assertive to be a little bit crazier, so I'm not. We are clear. We are 100% clear. It is taking its time and hogging up the road, but it goes. Okay, I have so far not touched anything except for over that speed bump. Still seems a little to take a little bit of its time. Again, it is the first drive, so like I said, during the week it seemed to get a little bit better, without an update. So I don't know if that's just every day it's uploading and downloading stuff, so it gets a little better every day, or if it's just it hugs the right side here. It's doing much better through here. Let's see now. It's got to creep. I would say it should creep all the way up. It's just going. All right. Oh, and it misses the road. All right. It's a little weird there. A little weird. A little jumpy. All right. We are moving. Let's pull this up. Let's see. PSIs. I got to fill up these tires. It's gotten real cold here in Connecticut, and it is gotten cold enough where my tire pressures have gone down a little lower. We're going to run the same loop we did last week, I think, and see what happens. Pretty steady on this road, which is good. It was doing a little bit of braking. I'm curious to see on what it's going to do on the two roads that are unmarked, because those were where I was having most of my problems. Probably should have reported that last turn, but whatever. Yeah, it's been okay. It hasn't been bad. It's definitely nerve-wracking. It's not relaxing, so I see why it's being held for beta testers or people that want to beta test and can prove that they can see problems coming ahead of time, because you really want to stop it before something happens, not while something happens. Like I've seen some of the people that are doing these things going into like oncoming traffic and not disengaging or things like that. It's been very few that I've seen, and I haven't experienced it, but I have seen it. A couple of the videos I have seen it. Now we've got someone behind us, so this is always where it gets a little nerve-wracking because the car, well, you know, it's just not aggressive. So people are aggressive when they drive, and they don't. Some people are just overly aggressive, I find. So no blinker, which it should have done by now. There it goes. So this guy behind me is not going to be happy. Oh, and it goes very slow through the turn. I gave it a little gas there. Gave it a little gas. All right, so here we go. The guy was up my butt. Going through the unmarked road at 25. We're going to turn it up a little to 30. You can see it's not going to 30. It's braking. Now it's kind of wandering along the road, wondering what the hell it should be doing. So that's no good. It is kind of holding the right, which is nice. It's not riding the center, but it is braking here. So you can see the unmarked road still a little bit of a problem. It's doing it. It's just not doing it well, to where if someone gets behind you, it's going to turn into an issue. You know, nobody wants to do 25 down this road. Everybody wants to do 40 down this road, which they shouldn't be doing. They shouldn't be doing, but they do it, and they'll get upset with you that you're not moving fast enough. You know, so you can see it's definitely hesitating, but it's a little better, at least for my seat, because before it was go and then a hard brake, go and then a hard brake. So far it hasn't done that. Everything's been very casual right here, which is real nice. A little bit of jitter on the steering wheel. You can see it kind of picks up a yellow line here and there. Like, I guess it's where it thinks the yellow line would be. I'm not sure. But it seems to be doing it properly. Like I said, it's just not fast. Now, I wonder, let's see, if I turn it up to 35, will it go any faster? Oh, there you go. What was that? Nobody around, so I'll let it do what it's doing, but it definitely skipped the other side there for a bit, which was weird. So definitely gonna report that one. So yeah, so there it broke a little bit, but again, a lot more casual braking. But if you had someone behind you, you're definitely going to end up in trouble here, where you're going to have to disengage and just drive, because the people behind you will not stand for it. The next intersection is where it's a funky intersection, because they put the stop sign at the T, and I'm very curious to see what it'll do here. Oops, some crows. I don't know if it reacted to that or not, I can't tell. So this intersection here is funky. Let's see what it does. I've been reporting it all week. So see the stop sign they put right here, right? So my car, and there's a stop sign over there, which you guys can't see. So my car doesn't know where to stop. And this is what it does. It freaks out, it picks it up, and then it just goes, because it's past the stop sign, I think. It needs to really look at that line on the road there to understand what is actually happening. This road has been pretty good all week. Actually, it's still dropping the speed limit when it sees that sign. It does that every day at that particular sign for some reason. This road has been particularly good. No problems at all on this road. It's been, oh yeah, actually one problem is I've been having a lot of phantom braking right here at the bottom of this hill the past couple days, and I don't know why. Now it seems to move to the top of the hill, because it was usually right here where it was happening. It would slow down to like 45 out of nowhere and then pick back up. You know, that could have been because of those other cars, I'm not sure. No, also could have something to do with my ratio of the speed limit. Like, I'm at 50 miles an hour, and I'm over the posted speed limit, so I wonder if it has something to do with that. see here it dropped again to the speed limit. So if you're not kept watching, I mean, not that doing the speed limit's wrong, but again, it's more the people around you that are the problem. It's not so much the car itself. Sometimes it's more the people around you that are going to get impatient with what the car is doing at this point. Oh, and there it goes again. You see it? It's a freaking completely hard random brake. That is no good. That is no good. We have to get rid of those completely hard random brakes. That will cause trouble for anybody now. Again, normally I'd hit the gas. I got nobody behind me, so hit the accelerator, but I got nobody behind me, so I'm just letting it cruise through, see what it does, see how it goes. Like to see what happens, especially when nobody's around. Monday morning, I don't want to see what happens. Monday morning, I got to take over and drive when things are happening because, it's Monday morning. People need to go to work and they're already upset they're up at 6 a.m. I get it. So am I. We got somebody here on the road, in the road, walking around. He's off the road. Car slowed down, but then kept going, seeing he was clear, I hope. We'll have to check back. I didn't watch the visualization there. But here comes a car, and it's coming into this turn. A little bit on the yellow, and it slows down pretty heavily, but it does okay. Doing okay, not too bad. I don't know if I notice anything different so much just yet on for my commute. Now, see again, slowed for the sign, so you got to be aware. Now, you can set it to be 5 miles above the speed limit, which I probably should do, so that it doesn't, it only goes down to 5 miles above. But then I find it doing 30 in my neighborhood, which I don't really care for. I don't want to be doing, I mean, you could roll it down less than that. You just have to be more aware of the speed limit signs and where they are and what they're doing, or what the car's doing. We are rolling along, no problems. Next turn is coming up 0.4 miles. It is bending right with a yield to with no yield. The other cars are supposed to yield, so I've encountered some traffic there, nothing major yet. Really like to get a day where there's a car sitting there waiting, so that I can see what my car does. Seemed like the blinker was a little late to come on that first turn. I don't know. There it goes. Come on now. See, I would be slowing down. I like to regen here. It's a nice regen spot. Does it okay? It's going slow. Yeah. I don't know. Seemed a little lesser than last week. Last week it seemed to do a little better there, or than the last update. Alright, so here comes the Unpainted Lines Road, which has been historically the same thing as the last road, except this one's got like center stripes. Yep, see, it's slowing down pretty hard there, and it'll go real slow through this whole road, which is, again, it's fine. There's no painted lines. Yeah, see it, brake, go, but at the same time, like I said, when you have someone behind you, it turns into a nightmare. Bigger problem is the people behind you more than the car itself. Although sometimes it's the car, like here you can see, a little bit, some of it is the car, but some of it is also, how is there a pothole? This road is just paved, there's a big pothole in it already. See, like it's slowing down to 30 here for some reason. Don't know why. Ooh. Battery pop. Put that. I don't know if maybe it's just the shadows coming in on the road. I'm not really sure what it's picking up that it's slowing down like that. But it seems to be handling it a little bit better than it had. You know what, I say that, but then we end up doing this over and over again. Like I say, it's handling it better only because it's not breaking. I don't know. It seems to be doing it. It's the same thing it was doing before. It's just doing it a little less, and it's actually going the speed limit, whereas before it was riding at like 35 and then it would slow down to 30, and that was just unbearable. But this is just equally as unbearable. All right, I'm going to start putting my foot on the accelerator here. So now I'm going to put my foot on the accelerator, which overrides the speed and it controls with my accelerator. If I take my foot off the accelerator, it will go back to controlling it. It doesn't disengage. So you got to be even more careful when you're riding the accelerator, because you're telling it now, go no matter what. Don't brake. And I believe Tesla does get this report, so when they see me riding the accelerator down the road, and they will probably be able to adjust the drive, or the computer or whoever will see that and say, oh, he's riding the accelerator. Why were we braking? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Hopefully that will happen in the future. Yeah, I just wish they would. If they would paint the lines here, I have a feeling this road will be completely different, and it won't act like that. Okay, I'm stepping off the accelerator for these turns. Let's see what happens. Nobody behind me, so we're okay. Judders. Take the speed down a hair too. We need to be doing 90 through turns. And you can see she did okay. And we are at our first stoplight. Left on the 22 stoplight. Hanging to the right. So you see it hanging to the right here. This is bad. If someone were behind me trying to make this right, they would lose their minds. So you don't want to be hanging to right. You want to be against that yellow line. This, it was doing perfectly fine last week. So I don't know why it has decided to hang to the right here. Maybe to get a better vantage at the... Oh, and you see the light is green, and we are off. And it did that perfectly fine. We're good, and we are on 22. Visualization looks real nice. You can see a whole lot of stuff. We up this to 55 is the speed limit here. Even though it says 45, it is not 45. And we are moving. First lane split. We've got a split in the two lanes. I would always go for the right lane, unless there was a car turning. Then I'll stay to the left. Tesla likes to stay to the left. Good and bad. Again, people up your butt will not be happy with you at this point. They will be, you're only doing 55. So the Tesla, give the Tesla wave. Again, we have a completely open road. Nobody's around. It's actually quite nice. Someone just turned in behind us from that road. So now we will contend with someone behind us. But usually on 22, not an issue. This car is pretty good on 22. I haven't had too many accidents. Too many hiccups at all on 22. Oh, it didn't like that. Whatever happened there, it didn't like it. Having too many problems. And notice it went through that blinking yellow perfectly fine. Usually it reacts to that blinking yellow, so that's good news too. We got another blinking yellow side street sign that it reacts to as well. Down the road here, we'll see what happens. To the lane there with the stuff on the road, which is weird. Never done that before. Alright, Oh, and we gotta see that horrible brake, horrible phantom brake that will just cause someone to be up in your butt. You gotta be very careful for those. They're very, very careful. It's like a brake check. It's like a passive-aggressive brake check that just will cause trouble. And we have not seen them here on this road, so it's doing it again. I almost wonder if it's just the morning sun there that it's contending with, but it seems to be doing okay with the lane markings and such. Although you see now they have the lane, like the red. I thought the white line was the red for a while. Now the red seems to be the actual shoulder of the road. Could be wrong. I might have to go back through to see that if that was the case. But I could have swore that was the case the other yesterday before 10.4. So if it's picking up the actual shoulder, that's pretty cool. Maybe it will know to get off the shoulder if it has a problem. Something goes wrong. You know, an alert starts coming up. Oh, shoulder. Boop, boop, put on the hazards. See, it braked a lot there too for no reason. It's doing a hefty amount of braking. Braking here, but I would agree with this braking. But again, the people behind me would not. You know, it's just saying, okay, if it turns yellow, we're preparing to stop. Doing pretty good. Here comes our yellow. Our next light, no big deal, shouldn't be. Someone turning in front of us, we're slowing down for that, and we should be going. We're out of our way. We are not going. That is not good. That is a typical early autopilot behavior, where a car would move over a lane. Oh, well, it adjusted the speed limit down to 35. That's why. Autopilot would do that a lot in the early autopilot years. A car would move into the exit lane, and the car would just slow down and not pass till they got off the road. Not very good on the highway. Easily changed by just tapping the accelerator and no problem. But it is. I don't know if it did it there, or if the speed limit changed. I think the speed limit might have changed. Now we're braking here for some reason. Again, it seems to be coming up to the lights, which I'm not sure that I like that behavior entirely. Here's the blinking yellow that was caused issues. Let's see. Do we slow down? No reaction. So that's good. All right, we're going to be making a left up here. Could be unprotected. Could be a light. Depending. Oh no. I didn't change the navigation. Oops. That might help. All right, here we go. No, it still wants to go that way. We're gonna hold on a minute. That's my fault. Sorry, people. All right, here we go. Now the navigation is right, and we are on the way. This road was good. It had some hiccups, and with the sun glare, I'd like to be interesting to see. I went a little over the yellow on that there. A little bit near the yellow. Let's report that sucker. Now, this is the one where that guy came flying around the turn last week, and the car had a reaction to it. I wonder if we'll see the same thing. Maybe we'll see the same guy. It's kind of the same time. Maybe I was up at 6 last week. Today I slept in a little bit. Probably should have went back to bed than coming out here and doing this, but it's the only time I get to make a YouTube video nowadays is Sunday morning when everybody's asleep at the house. And you know, I don't really get too much time to play around anymore. I could make them on the way to work, but the way to work is kind of all highway. I mean, the first little bit we just did, that would really what you see. So Here we go again. Still blinker, just a little blinker. It's controlling the turn nicely there. Stepping off and stepping on. That was really nice. Yeah, it's doing it. It's doing pretty good. A little bit of more braking than I would use there. Needs to learn it's like the feather, like it. They gave us this regen braking and on and off, and it's so nice when you're coming through the turns to be able to lift slightly. The car puts a very slight amount of brake on. They need to get the FSD to work within those parameters as well. That guy was right on the yellow line, and so am I. But no problems. Or at least doesn't seem to be any problems. Reset the map here. Alright, we're doing okay. That guy again on the yellow line. Nice old truck. Oh, she is skirting the yellow there. I have not seen that much yellow riding at all from FSD Beta. She has been pretty soft. Oh, hey. So there you go. There was a little finicky part. I haven't seen too much. She's been so smooth through the turns. I don't know. It seems to be less smooth than last week. But again, like I said, I kind of saw some improvement like through the week. A lot of improvement, really. Where it started reacting better throughout the week than it was previously. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That is perfect right there. So maybe throughout the week we'll start to see some improvement. I keep mapping these two roads because this is the way in and out of work. Oh, and here comes the wiper. Let's see if I get yelled at. And you know what? It's probably not going to. Oh,